Welcome to the Office of the Treasurer and Tax Collector's 2026-27 Business Registration Renewal video. This video provides a quick summary of the Business Registration Online Return Form. Please review our online instructions and the Business Tax Code for detailed information. Following the adoption of Proposition M, a restructuring of San Francisco's business tax system that was approved by voters in November 2024, beginning with the 2025 filing, all San Francisco businesses must renew their 2026-27 business registration in a combined return with the 2025 annual business tax. You can no longer file the business registration renewal separately as in prior years. The renewal deadline is the last day of February. Since the last day of February falls on a weekend this year, the deadline is March 2nd, 2026. You may notice that you are renewing again sooner than usual. Most small businesses will only renew their registration and will not file or pay additional business taxes. If you had $5 million or less in San Francisco gross receipts and did not have any business activity outside of San Francisco, you will generally not file or pay the gross receipts tax or most other annual business taxes. Alternatively, if you had more than $5 million in San Francisco gross receipts in 2025, you will be required to file annual business taxes such as the gross receipts tax or overpaid executive gross receipts tax and pay any taxes due. Visit sftreasurer.org/GRT to learn more. A separate and lower small business exemption now applies to the commercial rents tax. That means some small businesses that do not file the gross receipts tax may still be required to file the commercial rents tax. For 2025, businesses with more than $2,325,000 in San Francisco gross receipts who lease, sublease, or otherwise rent out commercial space must file the commercial rents tax. Visit sftreasurer.org/CRT to learn more. And finally, the deadline for an extension to file annual business taxes has changed to better align the city's extension deadline with California's deadline, providing additional time to complete returns. If you qualify and request an extension, your deadline to file annual business taxes is now November 30th. When you file an extension, the basis for extension amounts are based on your 2024 annual business tax filing and registration renewal 2025-26. The estimated tax amount is calculated for you. It's important to have all your business information available before you start. The letter you received from our office has your 7-digit business account number and 8-character online PIN. The online PIN is formatted with both letters and numbers. You will also need the last 4 digits of your federal tax identification number. For sole proprietors, your federal tax ID is usually your Social Security number. To begin, go to our homepage at www.sftreasurer.org. Look for and select the File Annual Business Registration and Tax Form button to access the landing page. The landing page contains important information, including the instructions and link to enter the filing. When you are ready, enter the filing by clicking the Begin Annual Business Registration and Tax Form button. To begin the annual business registration and tax form, please enter your 7-digit business account number. Next, enter the last 4 digits of your tax identification number, and then your 8-character online PIN. Then click on the Login button. Once you've entered the filing, you'll see your business account number and buttons to the instructions, technical assistance, and to exit the filing. On the bottom of the screen will be buttons to navigate forward and exit the application. The filing begins with the filing questionnaire. There are 5 initial questions, which will help determine which returns you will have the option to file. Based on your answers to the initial 5 questions, more questions may appear. You must answer all the questions to continue. The questions answered in this video are for demonstration purposes only. Remember to answer all questions according to your business. The first question: did you and any related entities have taxable business personal property in San Francisco in 2025? Select yes or no to answer. Question 2 asks, average number of employees per week, including those employed outside of San Francisco. Question 3 asks, number of San Francisco employees. Enter the number of San Francisco employees as of the last day of 2025. Question 4 asks, to enter the 6-digit 2022 North American Industry Classification System, also known as the NAICS code, that matches your principal business activity. If you do not know your NAICS code, click on More Info to find the 2022 NAICS code associated with your business activity by clicking on the United States Census Bureau website. Once you have identified your NAICS code, enter it here. This will be displayed on your business registration certificate. Question 5 asks, are you a lessor of residential real estate of a 4-unit or more building? See instructions if you have additional business activities. Note that if you are currently a short-term rental host, you will see the host-related question later on in the form. There is a distinction between a residential lessor and a short-term rental host. Please make sure you answer this question correctly. If you select yes to this question, you'll be finished with the filing questionnaire. Select Save and continue to proceed. If you answer no to question number 5, 4 more questions will appear. Question 6 asks if you will be reporting a tax credit. To report a tax credit, you may be required to file a paper return. If you answer yes to reporting a tax credit for opening a physical location in designated areas in the city or for certain first lessees of qualified buildings, see instructions on how to request a paper form. Select yes if you are reporting tax credits. Select no if you are not reporting tax credits. Question 7 asks, do you have one or more single-member entities treated as a disregarded entity for federal income tax purposes registered with our office, or are you filing on behalf of one or more related entities in a combined group for any portion of the tax year, even if filing this return separately? Please refer to the instructions to determine if you're filing as a combined group. Most businesses do not have related entities or members and will answer no to this question. However, if you select yes, you will be prompted to enter information on behalf of all the members of the group. Question 8 asks, do you have receipts from the lease of commercial real estate in San Francisco to report, or did you make 2025 estimated commercial rents tax payments? The commercial rents tax generally applies to businesses leasing commercial space in the city. This question identifies businesses that may owe commercial rents tax. You may not be subject to the commercial rents tax. For 2025, businesses with more than $2,325,000 in San Francisco gross receipts who lease, sublease, or otherwise rent out commercial space must file the commercial rents tax. For more information on who must file and pay these taxes, visit the Business Taxes section of our website. Select yes if you receive any amounts from the lease of real estate in San Francisco, including subleases, or made 2025 estimated commercial rents tax. If you do not have amounts from the lease of real estate in San Francisco or do not make such estimated payments, select no. Question 9 asks, did this business and any related entities as defined in Code Section 953.8C employ over 1,000 full-time and part-time people in the U.S. as of the last day included in this return? Select yes or no to answer. If you select yes, you will be asked 2 additional questions to determine if you qualify for the administrative office tax. If you select no to question 9, you will be finished with the filing questionnaire. Select Save and Continue. The filing menu page displays the taxes and fees available for you to file. If you answer no to question 8 on the filing questionnaire page, you will see one line for registration renewal, gross receipts tax, overpaid executive tax, and homelessness gross receipts tax returns. If you have not filed a tax return, and if the deadline has not yet passed, you will see 2 options, a File button and a Request Extension button. Click the File button to begin or continue your return. Click the Request Extension button to request a filing extension. Please note that if you've already submitted a return, you will no longer see a Request Extension button. Additionally, if you are filing a return after the deadline, you will no longer see the option to file an extension request. If you have already submitted a return for a tax, you will see an Amend button instead of a File button. Click that button to amend a previously filed return. You will also see a View Prior Submission link. Clicking that link will open an HTML of your most recently filed return. You will also see 2 buttons at the bottom of the page, Proceed to Pay and Payment Details. Click the Proceed to Pay button to proceed to the online payment portal. This button will not be available until you have submitted at least 1 return. Click the Payment Details button to view the payment details our office has on file for this business account. For purpose of this video, I will select to file the registration renewal. The Business Information Questionnaire page will ask, are you exempt from the registration fee? Nonprofits exempt under Internal Revenue Code 501C, 501D, and 401A are common examples of businesses who may be exempt from the registration fee. Additionally, taxable partnerships, including LLCs that own qualifying affordable housing, may also be exempt. If you select yes, you will be prompted to upload documentation that supports the exempt status. Please remember to remove any password protection before uploading the file. After you upload the verification, you will be prompted to enter your 2025 taxable San Francisco gross receipts amount. Enter the amount, then click Save and continue to proceed. If you are already a verified exempt entity, you do not need to upload a document, but you will be asked to confirm your exempt status. If you select No, you will be prompted to answer the next question, which asks, do you have any business activities outside of San Francisco? If you have business activities outside of San Francisco, select Yes. You will not see additional questions on this page. Click Save and continue to proceed. If you do not have any business activities outside of San Francisco, all business activities are within San Francisco, select No. If you select No to business activities outside of San Francisco, you will be asked, are you small business exempt? Businesses with less than $5 million in global gross receipts qualify as small business exempt. If your global gross receipts are greater than $5 million, select No, and you will not see additional questions on this page. If your global gross receipts are less than $5 million, select Yes, and you will be prompted to enter your 2025 taxable San Francisco gross receipts. For the purpose of this video, the global gross receipts are under $5 million. Select Save and continue. You are now on the registration renewal fee page. This is your calculated registration renewal fee based on your taxable San Francisco gross receipts. If you answered that you are exempt from the registration fee, you will see 0 in this field. The registration total due is your total due for business registration fees. If you are submitting this return after the deadline, this amount will be subject to penalties, interest, and administrative fee. Click Save and continue to proceed. Next, you will see a Certify and Submit page. This page displays the tax and fee amount due for each tax and fee type you are filing. The registration renewal line is the sum of the principal and state fee for your registration renewal. Next, read the taxpayer statement and enter the information requested at the bottom of the page. Enter your name, your title, your phone number, and your email address. When you are ready, click the Submit button to submit your return. After clicking Submit, please wait. Do not click the button. Your returns have not been successfully submitted until you see the submission confirmation page. Once you are directed to the submission confirmation page, your returns have been submitted. Click Download a copy to download a copy of your return. Click Continue to proceed to the courtesy calculation page. You will see information on the courtesy calculation page for each tax fee for your file. This page will show principal tax amount and the sum of the estimated payments made in prior quarters where applicable. If you are filing late, it will also calculate any late filing penalties and interest. The calculations displayed will not include recent payments or payments made to other annual business tax types. If you would like to keep this page for future reference, You may click Print button to print the page. Congratulations! You have now filed your annual business registration renewal return. Thank you for taking the time to learn about filing your return.